What's the deal with cats being scared by cucumbers? I've seen so many videos with cats jumping in fear at the sight of cucumbers. Explain the meme PLS. The meme is simply that people find scared cats funny, and cucumbers scare cats. Nobody is really sure why, but the prevailing theory is that cats think they resemble snakes, or some other dangerous animal. To add to this, most of these videos involve the cat eating or drinking water. In this case, the cat turns around and sees what, to it, is a goddamn snake in the place where it expects to feel the safest. Let's be honest, you'd be terrified if you were eating spaghetti and one of the noodles turned out to be a snake, wouldn't you? The only issue with this is that if done repetitively, the cat starts to get paranoid, which can lead to it just plain not eating if you don't have any other places from which it can obtain food. Did it to my cat. He couldn't care less. Mine just looked at the cucumber, then looked at me like W0TM8. You having a giggle? They're not scared because it's a cucumber. They're scared because people place them behind them when they aren't paying attention. Imagine you're sitting at your computer and then when you turn around there's a big green thing that wasn't there before. You would jump too. It's natural instinct. It resembles a snake, so the jump. Have you ever seen a cat? I farted last night and my cat bolted out of the room like the place was about to explode. I opened the fridge and the cat bolted. I stood up and the cat bolted. I sneezed and the cat bolted. Cats aren't afraid of cucumbers. They are afraid of fucking everything because they are skittish creatures who depend on their ability to GTFO out at the first sign of danger. Danger means anything unexpected. GTFO out first, and then decide whether it's actually dangerous or not. If a cucumber 50% the size of your entire body appeared behind you for no reason, you'd probably be at the very least surprised. Have you ever seen a horse? Many I know are more skittish than any cat I've seen. Except now you have the potential of flying hooves backed by 1,000 or so pounds. I've had a horse freak out from me pouring his food in his bowl, something he was expecting, because he looked away for a second. Not only have I seen many cats, but I currently own 2, and my parents have nearly always had at least one cat since before I was born. I think you just have a really nervous cat. It seems so far to be one of two things. 1. The cat isn't expecting the cucumber to be there. 2. The cat instinctively sees the cucumber as a threat, like a snake. From what I've seen and read, the more designer breed a cat is, the less this instinctual fear is likely to express itself. Either way, it causes severe anxiety and is incredibly unhealthy to do to a cat. It's a typical example of abusing pets for our entertainment. It is hilarious from our perspective, but you shouldn't condone it. There's a nice article that talks about this from a place I don't normally like to quote. The sudden, unexpected presence of a new object in a cat's space can trigger the animal's startled response, causing the extreme reactions captured in the videos. Goldman explained. Source. In other words, it's not the cucumber, but something they don't immediately recognize having snuck up on them. On the note of finding it hilarious, a cat behaviorist condemns you LOL if you cause stress to an animal. That's probably not a good thing. Certified animal behaviorist Jill Goldman told National Geographic, "If you do it for laughs it makes me question your humanity." If you cause stress to an animal, that's probably not a good thing. To be fair, the cat doesn't know you caused it. The cat thinks, "Holy shit, where did that come from?" The point is not that the cat thinks you are scaring it. The point is that causing any unnecessary stress to an animal is bad. People f with other people in much worse ways. My best guess would be that a cucumber kinda looks like a snake and it's just an instinctual reaction. Either that or cucumbers once led a genocide against cats. My cat used to ignore snake-like shapes. One day he got bit by a snake and got really sick. After that he started reacting to belts and such. Snake is bad. I think it's just because they have their guard down. In these dark GIFs videos, when they are eating, they are not as aware as they normally are because they are preoccupied with eating their food and not so much with what is going on in their surroundings. So when they turn around and see a new, unfamiliar object sitting on the ground, their initial reaction is to run. Flight. I'm certain you could do this to a person as well. Not necessarily with a cucumber, but definitely with something that would be more proportional to the size of the person as a cucumber is to a cat. The reaction may not be as dramatic. Obviously, cats and humans have different reflexes and defense mechanisms, but it would still result in a surprising reaction. Nonetheless, they are surprised that a new object has appeared in their area and it's unfamiliar. It's not that it resembles a snake or any of that. Lots of things in households resemble snakes. Cats don't walk around all day and leap at the sight of beer bottles, tools or your sister's dildo. Edit. This is just my idea. I have never owned a cat, nor spent much time around them. That first cat is obviously Garfield, and I'm pretty sure he acts that way around any food that isn't lasagna. Cucumbers resemble snakes, they only react like that when their guard is down, the green color sticks out from the gray surrounding, as cats are better to able to distinguish cool colors, like violet, blue, green, rather than colors on the red side of the light spectrum. The cucumber was making scary noises. It said boo. I've had cats all my life, since literally I was born, and I can only remember one time when a cat of mine was scared of a cucumber. It's an object the cat is often completely unfamiliar with, and the green color could resemble an insect or snake to them, so to a cat it could be the world's largest caterpillar. That's my guess. Cats will do it on any sort of surprise thing. I think because cats needs to be wary of the unknown, as it could be any harmful predator or a snake. He went on to say that I think that the cats would react the same way to a model spider, a human face mask or a plastic fish. Source.
Simple. It's a snake or weasel-like shape.
This might sound weird, but for my 7 cats, 6 females and 1 male, it's not scary to see a cucumber. The truth is that they don't give a damn about those. They just smell them and then walk away so normally. Maybe because they are used to be only indoors and not always go out of the house. And if they go downstairs is because they are bored and start playing with the floor. My mom just set it a few years ago. Cats are easy to take care of. Leave out a bowl of food and water by a self-scooping litter box. Done, they do the rest. To all that do think cats are scared of cucumbers because they probably look like snakes to them are just wrong. Just take a look on YouTube to watch how cats react to snakes. You will see they aren't scared by snakes, they just react curious to them, and get closer until they try to play or fight with the snakes. Not even the snakes big enough to be a potential deadly risk do scare the cats and stop them being curious. Realistically, it's because cats behave like a hybrid between teen males and teen females of whom hate vegetables. I was just thinking about this. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same thing as when we confuse objects as creepy bugs. Just like people, some cats are more scared of bugs than others, because they are pussies.